So the first critic reviews are in for Dumbo, and they're not great, they're actually quite poor. The average score for 49 critics is 52, and this score is taken from Metacritic. This is actually the average of all those 49 reviews. This isn't even been inflated by Rotten Tomatoes. So the reviews aren't that great, and it's a real shame because it's a children's movie, and you want all children's movies to be great, so the whole family can go watch the movie. Both the adults and the children can get a sense of enjoyment out of watching that movie. But unfortunately, Dumbo doesn't appear to be a great movie. It actually appears to be quite a poor movie. And I've just picked out this review in particular. So it says, sadly, this routine remake doesn't manage to recapture the surreal strangeness of the original Disney classic or elevate the dated premise into something better. And that kind of points out a warning to Disney, because Disney are currently remaking a lot of their older movies, such as Aladdin and Lion King. And if they are dated premises or dated concepts, then maybe they won't do as well as what Disney hope. Now, of course, this movie and any movie that gets poor reviews can still make a lot of money. The marketing and the whole story, and the children who aren't really concerned about the reviews or even understand the concept of a movie review will still want to go and watch it. So this movie could still make hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe even $1 billion. It could be a huge success. But the merchandise might suffer afterwards because the adults aren't that keen on buying the children the merchandise because it's not a great movie. But that aside, I want to point out something. Now, if you go back to Brie Larson she said something very controversial. She said that A Wrinkle in Time, which she claimed was targeted at black women, wasn't made for white movie critics, and white male movie critics wouldn't understand the movie. But if you look at this movie in particular, does that mean that all the movie critics who are adults don't understand this movie because the movie is made for children? That kind of shows just how irresponsible what Brie Larson said is, because there's no factual information behind it. Just because a movie might feature black characters, it doesn't mean to say that anybody, whether they're white or Asian or i.e. not black, doesn't appreciate that movie. And it was shown with Black Panther. All the reviews for Black Panther were excellent. So that shows that white male movie can appreciate and understand a movie with black lead characters and actors in. So if Brie Larson's sentiment was logical, that would suggest that adult movie critics, whether their gender or race is, or even their religion, shouldn't review Dumbo. So Brie Larson's suggestions are correct. This review is actually invalid, and it might actually be a great movie. From the perception of children, this might be a great movie, and adults shouldn't review it. And that kind of shows just how ridiculous what Brie Larson is, because what Brie Larson didn't point out or didn't respect is that movie critics are professional people, and as professional people they're supposed to be able to do a particular job, and that's to analyse the qualities and the benefits and the outcome of a movie, whether it's good, average or bad. So for her to claim that professional people can't do their jobs is quite insulting. That's what she did. She claimed that a certain skin colour of people can't do their jobs because a movie wasn't made for them. Okay, but they are professional people. So it's like having a doctor. You might have a white doctor. He can still operate the same way on a black person as he can a white person because they're professional people. And Brie Larson was so ignorant and so obnoxious to ignore that fact that she criticised people based on their skin colour, which is completely racist. So based on her concepts, it shows that there is no logic behind it. Because if people, including yourself, are going to follow these movie reviews and you think, okay, I'm not going to watch Dumbo, I'm not going to take my children to watch Dumbo because it's not a good movie, we're not going to enjoy the experience of watching it, then you should ignore these reviews, and these reviews shouldn't take place with children's movies. It's either or. You can't be adults reviewing children's movies, but then Brie Larson saying that white people can't appreciate black movies. It's the same concepts, but instead of race, which is what Brie Larson focused on, this is based on age. So Brie Larson is completely foolish and very dangerous to come out and attack professional people. Like I said, they are professional people and they're supposed to be able to do a job. In the instance of Dumbo, they're professional people, and all the movie critics, whether they're white, Asian, black or male or female, whatever they are, have mostly said that this movie is poor. So Brie Larson, unless she can provide an argument based on factual information, she should just be quiet. That's the truth. Now, going back to this movie, the truth is I'm a bit mixed on this because I am glad this movie has terrible reviews. To be honest, I hope some of their movies actually fail because they have abused feminism. They made Captain Marvel, told everybody it was a feminist movie, yet they pay women less than men. So they're just trying to cash in on feminists, to turn feminists into a cash cow, which it looks like they've done. If they paid women the same as men, then they could go and make a feminist movie because the company embodies feminism. But the company's own figures show they pay women less than men. So for them to make a movie based on feminism is just an insult. It's just a way for them to make money. So to be honest, I hope some of their movies do fail. And if Dumbo really fails at the box office, or some of their other movies fail, then it's because they're being greedy with other movies. So Captain Marvel is based on scamming feminists. So if Dumbo fails, then it's just like a balancing act. It's like what goes around comes around. But let me know what you think. If you think that all movie critics should be able to review any movie, which is my belief because they're professional people, then that's fine. Leave your comments, or if you disagree, leave your own comments. But for me, what Brie Larson said is very dangerous. And the points show it. When you look at the factual information, it shows that unless you're going to come out and make a statement attacking people using factual information, then you should just be quiet. And Brie Larson, until she comes out with factual information, should, again, just be quiet and not say a word. So if you have any comments, please leave them below. And also, if you like this video, please like and subscribe.